So in today's class, it's simply about enjoyment. So yoga creates a strong connection between the mind and the body. And when we really experience that connection, it's one of the most enjoyable feelings ever. So let's just really enjoy creating that on the mat today. And we'll start at the beginning, finding a standing position. It can be nice and relaxed to begin with, or you can bring your feet together. And we're just going to start to breathe into the body. Shoulders are down, gazing up slightly. And let's close the eyes and listening to the guidance of my voice. We're going to take an inhale, raising the both arms up. And as we exhale, shoot the arms down to the ground. So this doesn't have to be elegant. Just think of it as we're shaking off any excess energy that we do not want to take with us throughout this practice. So let's go again. Inhale through the nose, raising your arms up. Feel the difference between stretching up and exhale, letting go. So you may look like a mad woman or man, but it doesn't matter. Get rid of it. Try not to worry about what you look like. Focus on what you want to let go of, what is not serving you anymore. And let's go again. Deep inhale, raising your both arms up. Exhale. Let go. Taking a few more breaths. And feel as if your shoulders have two heavy weights on them. And every time you exhale, the weights are pushing them further away from the ears. And then really slowly, in your own time, start to blink your eyes back open as you reintroduce yourself towards the light. We're going to start with our feet together and taking an inhale, raising your both arms above the head, interlocking the fingers and push the palms in the opposite direction. Shoulders are down. We're going to take an inhale and cross the left leg behind the right. So I'm coming onto the side of my left foot here, and we want to keep the hips facing the front. So sometimes that left hip's going to want to come with you, so really focus on drilling it forward. And let's take an inhale, bend that right knee slightly, and exhale. We're going to tilt the body over towards the left side. So really open up the left side of the body here, bringing that shoulder back and down, and try to keep the arms straight above the head. Again, they're going to want to bend over, so try not to think of a curve, but an elongation. Taking that inhale, and exhale, lifting the body up first, and then you can either slide that left foot back or just pick it up and find the standing position. You can shake your arms off to reset, and then we'll come to the other side. So pulling up and out of the body, taking that inhale and crossing the right leg behind the left. So let's find the correct alignment first. And again, your glutes may want to stick out towards the back of the mat. Think about tucking that tailbone under, engage your abdomen, reaching up, hips forward. We'll take that inhale and exhale, stretching over towards the left. Bringing that right shoulder back, gazing over towards that side. So this posture really leaves us with that invigorating sensation, that invigorating feeling of enjoyment. Stretching out the side of the body, releasing the toxins in the body, creating that energy. Exhale, bringing the body upright. You can either slide that leg back or picking it up and relax. We're going to focus on a bit of balancing now. So shift your weight on towards the right leg, pulling that right kneecap up, engaging the abdomen again, and then we're going to lift that knee. So it's just in front of our belly button to begin with. Flex the foot. Right hand is coming to the outside of the knee. And we're going to peel that left arm back here. You can either stay facing the front, or if you're feeling stable, then you can start to gaze towards that left hand. But just really bringing and opening that left side of the body here. Taking that inhale And exhale, release. You can shake out that right leg and we'll come to the other side. So shifting on towards the left, pulling that kneecap up first, lifting up the right knee, flexing the foot, bringing your hand towards the outside of your right knee, and then you can bring that right arm back. And try to bring that shoulder back as far as possible so you can feel that mild twist within the body as well. Taking that inhale and exhale. Let's come back. Interlocking the fingers round the back. You can either keep the fingers together or the palms touching as well, pushing them down and away. We're going to take an inhale and exhale, forward fold. So letting gravity do its thing by bringing your hands over your head here. And you can gaze over towards your left shoulder, feeling that deeper stretch on the left side of the body. And then the same over towards the right hand side. And finding that neutralized point again as we slowly relax down. Heel toeing the feet out, so they're a little wider than hip width apart. Inhale, coming onto your fingertips. And we're going to come into a malasana, a low squat. So exhale, calming down as close to the ground as your body allows you to. So I'll break this down for some of us. So if you want to come halfway, if that feels good in your body to do so, then making sure your shoulders are rolling down. We want to keep the heels onto the ground here. So if you have the hips for it and they allow you to do it, then you can squat all the way towards the floor and challenging your balance by bringing your elbows into the knees and hands into prayer position here. This is malasana, meaning garland pose. We'll take an inhale and exhale, shooting the heels into the ground, and we're going to find that forward fold again. Inhalation, half lift. Floating back down to a malasana. Exhalation, finding your edge in this pose. So malasana, we're strengthening the ankles, and then we're stretching deep into the hips here. And this is a really good posture for digestion. It's allowing everything to flow freely as we bring our body towards the earth. And exhale, finding that half lift one more time. And perhaps our bodies will allow us to go a little deeper. Elbows into the knees, gazing forward. And exhale, forward fold. Heel toeing the feet back together here. Inhalation, half lift. Exhale, planting the palms down, and we're going to step into our high plank. Knees can come to floor or full press, chaturanga. Exhale, shifting the weight forward, coming up into an upward facing dog or modification, hips down, finding cobra. Exhale, shifting the hips up, untucking the toes, downward facing dog. Shoulders down. Pedaling out the heels here. And you can even rock from side to side. Placing the weight on the left side and then towards the right. Just targeting a few different muscles in downward facing dog. And gaze into our hands at the top of the mat. You can take a step or as many steps as you'd like to find the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhalation, raising your both arms up into Sthiti as we exhale, lower down. So shaking the body out here, and we're going to start to transition down to the ground, and we'll take that inhale first as we raise our arms up. Exhale, floating down. Feel this movement meditation. And then from here, we're going to turn the feet out so our heels are still connected with each other. So this is kind of into a penguin pose if you think about it, with our feet out. And we'll take an inhale and exhale, bending the knees. And pause to when you feel your heels are going to come off of the ground. So this is my edge. Some of us may be able to get a little lower. And then we're going to start to lower all the way down to the ground. So I start to peel the heels off, and then exhale. Try not to plonk all the way back. We're just going to control it and bring the soles of the feet together. And we're going to find butterfly pose, Baddha Konasana. So externally rotate your hips out here, lifting the chest up and gazing forward. You can either grab onto your ankles, or you can bring your thumbs gripping on towards your soles of the feet, and the four fingers looping around the top part. Lifting up high. Taking an inhale and exhale, keeping the legs as they are. We're going to come to laying back onto our forearms here. Try not to rely on your arms digging into the ground like you're chilling on a beach. Really try and pull up and out here. And again, feeling that external rotation in the hips. So we're strengthening the muscles in the adductor region, as well as feeling that stretch. Letting gravity do its thing by pushing the knees down. And try not to use your hands to push them down, even though it's tempting sometimes. And we'll take that exhale and really slowly start to slide all the way back, finding reclined butterfly. So try to anchor your lower back onto the ground. So we'll take that exhale, tuck the tailbone under, and you can bring your hands towards your stomach here, or you can place one hand on your heart and then leaving the other on towards your stomach, your solar plexus. And let's just breathe here. Taking an inhale and exhale. Lifting up your right knee, we're going to join it towards the left, and then opening back out, and we're going to bring the left over towards the right. So this is nothing too strenuous. Our hips should start to feel nice and open now. Our hips are storehouses for trauma, sadness, or any negative emotions that we haven't surfaced ourselves. They go somewhere in the body. So stress tends to congregate around our shoulders, into our neck, but past trauma goes down to the hips. So whenever we stretch out our hips, we almost feel that release, surfacing emotions. So try not to be fearful of anything that arises. Let it be, and this is where we're finding that connection between the mind and the body. And taking another inhale and exhale. You have a choice to stay in reclined butterfly, or you can lift the knees up, and we're going to come into our Savasana. So elongating the legs in front of you. Again, keeping the arms where they are, or you can starfish all the way out if it feels good to do so. And if you haven't already, close the eyes as we finish with a positive affirmation. So repeating this line either out loud or back in your own mind. I accept that happiness is my true nature. I accept that happiness is my true nature. And I accept that happiness is my true nature. So choice to stay in this reclined butterfly or Savasana. Or you can join me as we roll on towards the left-hand side of the body. Using the right hand to push us up. And finding our cross-legged pose, Sukhasana. Either keeping the hands resting on the knees, or you can bring them into prayer position. And finishing this practice of acknowledging yourself turning up, focusing on yourself, improving both physically and mentally. And a huge thank you from me. Namaste. So that's it for today. If you have a little longer, then perhaps you want to lay in Savasana or work on your meditation. If you're looking for ways to really boost your well-being and recovery, then try incorporating high-quality CBD products. Visit Elixinol's website. You can click on the link below. Have a wonderful day.